Yeah.
Here we go.
What's up?
Back at it. Wow. It's been a minute. It's been busy.
Not too much of a minute though. A shorter minute than our last one.
Yeah. That was like a what you would call it, uh sabbatical type break.
Yeah.
But we
Well,
didn't need the sabbatical. We were doing fine. It was just we're really busy individuals. So,
yeah, of
anyways,
course.
we got to hit up the next 10 on our top 100 of the millennium. So I don't know. Are you excited about this part of the list?
I actually am. I'm so excited to talk about movies again, and I think we got a good bunch to work through. Some
Yeah.
eclectic and interesting scripts, for sure, to say the least.
Yeah, for sure. And looking at this 10 before heading into the pod, I three of them I am definitely huge fans of. The others I know of, like I remember back in the early 2000s, 2010s and seeing these DVD covers at the video rental store and just like I knew like I would see one of these films and I knew it just based on the DVD cover. I've never seen it, but I knew exactly what it looked like on the DVD cover, and that's my main experience with a lot of these films because they're kind of out there. But that's why we have Mr. Jordo here to uh, be the expert with some of these deeper cuts.
Yeah. Well, I think through this next 10, I'll still be virtually, 100% watched. So
Dude,
that's what I'm excited about.
you're amazing. How have like you gotta go put this on your like dating profile, like master of criticism.
Yeah, I was just having a conversation a bit ago with a friend of mine I caught up with, and he was in New York and he loves film as well. And actually, not only does he love film, he likes to do film. So he got to meet like some New Yorker level actors. No big names, but just film people. And he still told me that I don't think I know anybody that loves movies as much as you do, Jordo.
No, that's and I just think movies are just amazing, like because as much as I love a good series or TV show or miniseries, uh, a movie just you can get the whole story within one sitting, and there's something unique and satisfying about that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm super excited for this. Let's get into it. What do
All
we
right,
got?
let's
Number
go. So,
21?
yeah, so number 21, we have The Royal Tenenbaums in 2001 by Wes Anderson. And this was a quick dramedy about the estranged Tenenbaum family whose eccentric patriarch tries to reconnect with his prodigious but troubled children. And some of the main actors in this are Gene Hackman, Angelica Houston, Ben Stiller, Gwyneth Paltrow, Luke Wilson, Owen Wilson, and Bill Murray. And the accolades include that they were nominated for Academy Award for Original Screenplay and Golden Globe win for Hackman. Ooh, that's interesting. Pop culture impact. It cemented Wes Anderson's symmetrical style, pastel color palette, and
Hmm.
deadpan humor, and it influenced indie filmmaking aesthetics and fashion. Uh, so it says here, Paltrow's Margot in her fur coat and heavy eyeliner became iconic. So that's in
Yeah.
2001. So, hey, Jordo, talk to me about it.
Well, first of all, have you seen this movie?
I only seen clips either in memes or like YouTube clips, but they isn't like a big Jewish family in like jumpsuits. Like I remember them.
No, that's Ben Still. Okay, you gotta look at the poster. That's Ben Stiller and his two kids. Um,
Yeah. So yeah,
they're
oh yeah.
not
So
Jewish though. I don't.
oh, okay, so that's what I assumed, just seeing it's like one big Jewish family, but it's not.
Yeah,
Okay, I see. Yeah, the jumpsuits is Ben Stiller and his kids. That's what I remembered the most. The red
yeah.
jumpsuits.
I know. I don't think their ethnicity is that important, but I just think who they are, the Royal Tenenbaums. I thought they were some kind of royalty when I just looked at the title, but apparently Gene Hackman's character is literally named Royal Tenenbaum.
Really?
So
Royal. His
yeah,
name is Royal.
yeah, I was like,
Hmm.
oh, so they're not. I was like, that's kind of a misleading title, or is it? But anyway, I saw this movie this past year for the first time. Um, I'd say this is our first Wes Anderson, so it's kind of interesting we're running into it here. I think that my short review of it after I watched it was that, what a weird family. Like, if you thought your family was weird, this family is very weird. It I can understand why you have a Wes Anderson marriage with a Roald Dahl, you know,
Yeah.
with all those Roald Dahl stories, just because just the way the movie begins, um, because there are three of the children of Royal's children, right? You have Gwyneth Paltrow's character Margot, you have Luke Wilson's character and Ben Stiller. Those three are all siblings, and when they were young, like I don't know, kids, they were world famous. They were like child prodigies or whatever. And it's just the kind of narrative that you would think would come from like a Roald Dahl type novel, like a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or whatever,
Yeah.
especially where you have like Alec Baldwin, I think, narrates throughout the movie.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, it's definitely that pastel Wes Anderson style. Um,
What makes it a dramedy?
well, because some tough things happen.
Okay.
It's not really a spoiler to say this because it happens at the beginning, but Royal reconnects with his family that kind of doesn't really talk to him because he tells them that he's dying. Now, whether he's actually dying or not, it's up to the viewer's interpretation. So it's just kind of a family reconnecting. There's a bit of tragedy because each of the kids just kind of disappeared in terms of their fame. And I think it's a lot to do with just what can happen when you grow up. Just you face adversity. And sometimes you don't recover from that, especially if you're used to being successful all the time, right?
Yeah. And it's crazy. Didn't Gene Hackman just pass away like within the past year?
Yeah, recently.
Yeah, that's crazy that we
And so,
like talking about him again.
yeah, and so it's interesting because Wes Anderson's movies are known for everyone just kind of being deadpan. But like Gene Hackman's character really is the only one you see with a smile when you look at the poster. And I think that just kind of tells you everything about the character of each of the cast members, essentially.
Okay.
He's more of a happy-go-lucky kind of guy. He's trying to reconnect with his family, be positive, and everybody else is just kind of, well, trying to find themselves again and has some form of depression about something. And it's interesting to see them come together as a family again and sort of iron out the past trauma of family. And I think that's something that's relatable to everyone.
Cool. Okay, here's the best part. This is where I get to guess the score out of 10 that Jordo gives this film. Uh, and so just answer this question. Did you like it, Jordo?
I don't know.
Ooh, okay. I got my score. All right. Ready for my guess?
Sure.
I think you gave it a 6 out of 10.
Close. 7 out of 10.
Oh, nice. All right. Put that in the
Yeah.
records. So the Royal Tenenbaums get an XYZ Jordo score of 7 out of 10. And you know what's funny? At number 22, we have our boy, 13 years later, Wes Anderson, in a film that I've never seen, but it's called The Grand Budapest
Oh man.
Hotel.
Yeah,
So,
back-to-back Westies.
yeah, yeah. So, synopsis, we got a whimsical caper following a concierge, M. Gustave, and lobby boy Zero as they navigate war, murder, and art theft in a fictional European country. And some of the actors, there's some big guns in here. Ray Fiennes, Tony Revolori, Willem Dafoe, Tilda Swinton, Adrian Brody, Jeff Goldblum, and Bill Murray. And the
Yeah, you're gonna
accolades
see.
include 4 Academy Awards for production design, costume design, makeup, score plus 9 Oscar nominations.
Hmm.
And pop culture impact, like for Wes Anderson, elevated Anderson to mainstream fame. TikTok aesthetics, because he's being referred to in memes and advertising. And Fine's performance became one of his most beloved. So, uh, Jordo, was Fine's performance beloved by thee?
You know, it's so interesting. I do want to take a moment before we get into it because this is back to back Wes Anderson, which for me is it's a bit much to talk about, but I will say his style is so notorious that SNL did a sketch inspired just by the lore that is Wes Anderson style. It was a trailer for a Wes Anderson horror film, and
Yeah,
it's just something that's so quirky and lighthearted, and just the music is always just like kind of so dainty, and it's just really a testament to how the guy, for the most part, really has one style
yeah,
of doing movies. And I think that's something worth noting pop culture wise. Like that's
for
just
sure.
kind of the level he's gotten to. Now, as far as my thoughts on Ray Fiennes, I do think he does a good job. His character is kind of an interesting one. Um, he's got an interesting relationship past from what I remember. Um, and kind of like Royal, what makes him stand apart in this movie is he's an optimistic style character. He's not just one-dimensional or just mono-motional like some of his other characters are.
Yeah,
He's more of an optimist, and I think that elevates this movie because it goes against what most Wes Anderson characters are. It makes it really stand out, and I think he does a good job for what he's been given. As far as the movie goes, it's an interesting method of storytelling because I think it's like it's very meta, like it's a person finding a book, and in that book, it's another person in a book, and it's like someone like a grown-up Zero telling the
hmm,
story about the Grand Budapest Hotel. And that's the first thing I remember. It's just kind of very meta.
yeah,
Um, but it just I think I was left dissatisfied because from what I remember, I just didn't get too into it. It was one of my first Wes Andersons, so I wasn't used to the style, but it's just like you just kind of had this cute little love story, which I think the more I think about it is I do need to watch this movie again just because I think I it might have gone over my head at the time,
yeah,
but I think for a viewer that would want to watch this movie, it is comedic. Um, I think the way that he runs away from the police is very funny. There's just a satisfying scene, that whole scene where he's in the jail and they get that cake delivered and then it's just like cut. There's just something satisfying about the way the cake is cut, which I think is a testament to Wes Anderson's attention to detail because that's not a normal sentence to say out loud,
sure.
but it makes sense when you watch it. Um, so I don't know what are your judgments based on the poster? I know you haven't seen this, but what thoughts can you add to this?
Uh, to me, it just reminded me of like old timey movies where the story all happens in one place, like a set piece movie.
Yeah. And that's the interesting thing because it's not. They take a train ride. I mean, they travel all across the country. Um, I mean, the main plot is that Ray Fiennes' character is framed for murder and they're trying to clean his name um because he's kind of a womanizer and just eyes in general. And so one of his old like it was like an older woman, but she dies and everyone thinks that it's him. And so it's just kind of an interesting kind of like a jailbreak movie where it's also a coming of age movie with Zero learning, the tricks of the trade. Um, and I can't really add much more to it because the rest is just what you would expect from a Wes Anderson movie in terms of the drama, the tone, the laughs. Um, it's unfortunate to say, especially when we have to do it back to back, but it kind of is the same, and at least in my eyes.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay, so my guess, since Royal Tenenbaums was a seven, seems like your vibe with this one's a little bit lower. So I'm gonna go with the six.
okay, you're right. It is a six.
Let's go.
Good job. All right.
Oh.
Hopefully we have a tone change for this next one. Hit me with the 22. What do we got?
Hit you with 22. Oh wait, it's actually 23.
Oh, 23. Sorry.
Yeah. This one's called Boyhood, 2014. And this is one of those films that was filmed over 12 years. And it follows a boy from age 6 to 18, capturing real growth, family struggles, and coming of age moments. And actors include Eller Coltrane, Patricia Arquette, who I love, Ethan Hawke, amazing, and then Lorelei Linklater. Sorry, uh, Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, Patricia Arquette, and then six Oscar nominations, including Best Picture, Golden Globe, Best Motion Picture Drama. Uh, Pop culture impact, known for its ambitious filmmaking method, and it sparked conversations about time as storytelling. I've heard about this, and it was very innovative at the time.
Oh, yes.
I like I said, I think it's the last time I'll say I haven't seen something. But the thing is, it was such an impact that I knew about it, and the fact that it was filmed over 12 years, everyone knew about this film. From what I remembered. Uh, I don't know. What are your thoughts? Could you tell that it was filmed over time, or
Oh, see, I like conversations like this because it's always special, especially for me as a viewer, when you get to watch a movie that brings something different
yeah, for sure.
to just the the library and spectrum that is what movies are and what movies can be. And I think this is a movie that may not be rivaled by anything in the near future. I don't see anyone pulling out 12 years of their life to just film something like
Especially with
this.
AI nowadays, you can like age people
Right.
older and younger just with AI alone.
But what I love about this movie is that it doesn't do that. And it's really striking when you watch a scene from the beginning of the movie and a scene from the end of it. You get to see the picture gradually get more clear, and it adds to the tone of each year that you witness in the boy's life. And the soundtrack as well, like everything when it was filmed is filmed with the current pop culture moment of that time into account. So
So the music changed with the years. That's
yeah,
crazy.
so like
And video quality and the resolutions
music, the
changed.
video quality, just what is, I think, especially since he's written this over the course of the years, what's going to happen is that your vision for the story is also going to change. And that's just life. And that's kind of the point of this movie. It's kind of like anthropomorphic in the way that it is filmed and in the way in which you follow the main protagonist, which is the boy, but also his family. I mean, it's amazing to see how his sister changes. What she's like, what she likes, what he's like, what he likes. How are his parents aging? Because his parents are divorced and they have to go through their own growing up too.
Well, that's kind of weird because aren't people just living that?
Yeah. I mean, you never stop learning, even as an adult.
Why
That's
would you
the
want to
biggest
watch
secret.
reality?
I think maybe the point of movies is for us to live more than one life. And there's always wisdom you can gain from somebody else's life, especially when there are people who are older than you and you get to see what it might look like for you when you reach that stage in your life. Or you can also look back and say, I'm not the only one that had to deal with that. And that makes me feel better as a person because everyone feels like they're the only ones experiencing or going through a certain thing. And
For sure.
sometimes movies can be a comforting witness that you are not alone in what you experience or feel. So,
Cool.
yeah, I think it was well done. It's so interesting, Linklater is, especially since he's the guy that directed School of Rock, which
Yeah.
is a movie that I love.
Epic.
Sadly, not on the list, but it's just interesting that the guy that directed School of Rock d committed to something like this.
Yeah. Okay. So, hmm. But did you like it?
I would say, hmm, I didn't, I'm not, oh man, for me, that's such a hard question to answer. I would say I, no, because then that's going to give away my score.
Do you respect
I
it?
don't want to tell you.
Do you respect it?
I'm going to let you, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let you guess. I feel like I've said enough for you to
Seven.
guess. I give it an 8 out of 10.
Oh my God. I can't read you anymore. This is frustrating.
You're at least one away.
I know. I know.
That's not bad.
Cool. Well,
So yeah.
now we're at number 24 and one of my favorite movies of all time. Uh 2013's Her by Spike Jonze.
Hmm.
I'm a huge fan of Spike Jonze, his music videos, and also his involvement with Jackass films. He's been in all of them, and I love Spike Jonze. He just represents the MTV era of the late 90s, 2000s. Yeah, and I like his vision. Um, and synopsis for the movie Her, a lonely man falls in love with an AI operating system, blurring the line between technology and human intimacy. And the actors is the amazing Joaquin Phoenix. And Scarlett Johansson is the voice of the AI. And then you have Amy Adams and Rooney Mara as supporting cast. Uh, Accolades include Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay, as well as 5 Oscar nominations, including Best Picture. Pop culture impact. It created the debate about AI relationships and digital loneliness. The aesthetic is awesome. It became like the high waisted pants with warm pastel tones became internet famous, and the term "falling in love with your AI" became part of tech discourse.
Hmm.
It would be very easy to fall in love with your AI when it's Scarlett Johansson's voice, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's for sure. I mean, imagine what would have happened to this movie if it was a guy's voice that he picked.
Oh yeah, yeah, that would have been a different thing. But it makes sense why he chose a female. He was going through a very terrible breakup
Yeah.
with his girlfriend. And interesting though, there's like a couple cameos, and I don't know if they were like unlisted out, but Chris Pratt was he worked he worked the front desk of the uh the greeting card letter writing company that
Oh yeah.
Joaquin worked for.
Yeah,
And
he was one of the main cast members, I think.
yeah, so it's just kind of cool. He was just there, but um, I really enjoyed it.
Hmm.
Uh, Mostly because it wasn't because I wanted to experience that. It's because I wanted to see. It was just out of curiosity to see what that would look
Hmm.
like being like literally emotionally attached and in love with artificial intelligence, someone you don't see, and also like how we are. like this is basically a future. It was like it was just telling the future. Like we have
Yeah.
AI that you literally can have conversations with, and it. I don't know. I know that it just it begs the question: are we really going to need human connections anymore? If you can get what you want out of an artificial intelligence that will only talk about the things you like, knows everything about you emotionally, and in this film, you could still have a physical relationship. Apparently,
Yeah. Yeah, well,
that blew my mind.
yeah, well, I'll say if that's true, then we really are doomed as
Yeah,
human beings. If yeah,
I mean to
gosh,
be able to call on a friend
yeah,
or a lover at the press of a
yeah.
button, or
I
as
think
yeah. So
yeah. So for me, this movie, when I my mindset going into it was very similar to yours for Brokeback Mountain. I was like thinking of it as like, oh, I bet this is going to be so cringe. I mean, there's just going to be so much to make fun of and, poke at. But man, it was like actually really well thought out
yeah, and it messed me up.
and it was believable. And I think it's like, no, after watching that, it's like, yeah, it's not just going to be, a loser kind of a person that's going to do this. I think we are all susceptible to, I guess, being seduced by AI
Yeah,
when it's sentient like that and when it can sound like that. And obviously, with the technology we have now, probably look like whatever we want. And that's just reality now.
I know.
I
And this
mean,
came out in 2013, so that means it was probably filmed around 2010, maybe 2011.
yeah.
And so we're in 2025 and we have Chat GPT. And I'm sure there is something out there where you can have a person of your choice to have conversations with. There's a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
apps right now for that. And um, yeah, it's weird.
I think the
Uh,
most accessible is on Snapchat, right? You can
mm-hmm,
talk to your AI. I mean,
mm-hmm.
granted, it's not that sophisticated conversation, but the fact that it exists and you can, customize the emoji. I mean,
How can you be lonely?
right.
You could just get your thoughts out and oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we are seeing this just statistically. Like, I mean, people are lonelier. They're spending less time together physically and socially.
Well,
Um,
if you look
yeah,
at social media, we are we are becoming more and more isolated in our thoughts and the discussions because we have that like hive mind mentality now because of how the internet is. They only show us what we want to hear,
yeah.
and the algorithm only wants us to interact with what we want to interact with so that way we stay connected. So yeah, but really I love the movie. It's one of my favorites of all time. Uh, but just it. There's a funny story about this movie because I started watching it on the airplane like a couple years ago, and I guess this airplane doesn't edit the film, and so like he started
Yeah.
looking up like Joaquin started looking up like some adult videos material, and it was just full on my screen and everyone could see it
Oh
and I was like
no.
and I was freaking out and I was like what but
Yeah, that's why it's not an airplane movie.
yeah but it was still available.
Yeah, that's why if you ever fly Alaska Airlines, there's an option to log in to watch, movies and TV shows and whatnot on your phone.
Hmm.
And so, like, if I was ever nervous of a scene, I would just like watch it on my phone. That way I could just like tilt it like down and just lean back so nobody had to watch.
Yeah, but like
Uh
in this culture that we live in now, doesn't seem like it's a big deal anymore, right? Like back in the
no.
day, you would have to like close the blinds and
Yeah, I mean, especially if it's on an airplane, like I don't know. I think it's an unwritten rule though that you
Hmm.
shouldn't be watching anything. But gosh, they don't really tell you explicitly when you look at the ratings what's going to happen. And I'm kind of mad at airplanes for not doing that. But I
Yeah,
think it would be really valuable to give you a proper heads up about what is in a movie or like why it's rated the way it's rated.
yeah,
Um, But anyway, let me guess. You would give this a 9 out of 10.
that's exactly it. Because it's not a 10, but I really love it, so it's a 9. Yes. I think you're giving it an 8.
I like this movie. I gave it a 9 as
Dang,
well.
dang, I could
So,
not. You're hiding your. You're making it difficult on me.
did I not sound excited about it?
I don't
Maybe
know. You're holding back a little bit. So,
I'm holding
anyways,
back my excitement. Well, to be fair, it's been a while since I've seen that movie. So I really just have my letterbox score to go off of.
yeah,
And just I remember how I felt about it though. I was like, wow, that changed me. It's one of those movies, I will say, where you leave it and you're like, that changed me. I'm shook.
yeah.
And it's true. And with AI now, it's we're living it. So I think I kind of want to watch it again now. Now that we're talking about it, I think it would be different in 2025.
So we're both 9. So that gives
So
her a consensus 9 out of 10
9 out of 10
for her
combo.
XYZ combo breaker.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. All right. Now we have our friend Paul Thomas Anderson showing up. I think he showed up previously um, in the movie Phantom Thread. I'm never heard of this, never seen it. Really going to rely on you, but let's see. 2017 by Paul Thomas Anderson. A meticulous dressmaker in 1950s London enters a complex and controlling romance with a strong-willed woman who resists his dominance. Actors, one of my favorites, Daniel Day-Lewis, and recently came out of retirement,
Oh,
Vicky
yes.
Krieps and Leslie Manville, and they got Academy Award for Best Costume Design, as well as 6 Oscar nominations. And pop culture impact is Day-Lewis' final performance, where he does the retirement announcement, added mythic weight. It's "I want you flat on your back" and mushroom dinner scenes became cult references.
Oh,
A
yes.
staple for fashion and art cinema discussions. Sounds way too bougie for BDC, but hey, sell me on this, Mr. Jordo.
Yeah, it's definitely one of particular taste. I watched this movie with my family, and my dad was like, "This is weird." I don't know how my mom felt, but I was like, "Oh, but it's kind of so good." Because just the relationship is Daniel Day-Lewis's character, he's a dressmaker, and he's not really a relationship guy, but he loves women for their purposes in modeling his dresses. And so he meets a waitress and they start a relationship. She lives with him at his dressmaking house, whatever, and she kind of acts as his muse. And then kind of along the way, there's just this push and pull where it's like maybe he wants a different muse. Maybe he doesn't really love her. And since mushrooms are invented or were mentioned earlier, I will say that they kind of play a key part in how she manipulates and tries to control him, uh, because she wants to stay committed to him and isn't gonna tolerate any ill treatment. Because I think some of the women on his staff don't like her as well, or they're jealous or something like that. And so she's just kind of trying to make her value felt by him and the others. Um, Really good drama, kind of underrated. There's some beautiful dresses. The dialogue is interesting, and the motivations of the characters are also kind of interesting. It has the kind of ending where you're like, was that a good ending? Like, is that a happy ending, or is it the ending that just these complicated characters deserve? And that makes sense.
Hmm.
So it's kind of up for interpretation there.
So he doesn't drink anyone's milkshake.
No, no, he doesn't drink anyone's milkshake, but he
I
does eat
pull
someone's
your,
mushrooms.
I pull your thread.
Yeah. Well, do you know what it means, the phantom thread?
No, tell me.
So a phantom thread is um, a sensation experienced by um, a Victorian seamstress who would continue sewing even after their work was done, their fingers moving as if on an invisible thread,
Oh, weird.
right? It's a concept that mirrors. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading Google's AI because I don't really remember. But it says this concept mirrors the film's themes of obsession, control, and the lingering presence of the past. Um, I will say Daniel Day-Lewis's character is kind of haunted by a relationship in his past. Also, he has a really bougie sounding name, Reynolds Woodcock.
Hmm.
Um, so
Woodcock. Interesting.
yeah,
All
very,
right.
very
But did you
bougie
like it?
British.
But did you like it?
Did I like it? I don't know. I'm not willing to go that far,
Okay,
but
cool. Got it.
close.
Got my score.
All right.
The score is 6 out of 10.
Oh, you're gonna be so mad at me.
Is it a 5?
No, it's an eight.
Oh, you're a weirdo.
It,
You're
it-
purposely trying to mess with me. I don't like
no,
this.
no, no. I was telling you, it's just so like I thought I conveyed well, just like how like interesting the story was, and just like how well written the dialogue was, and just it's got a lot of intrigue going for it, and it's a little weird. So that's why it's kind of weird to say if I like it or not. Um, because I'm not always forthcoming about liking weird things. Um,
Word. Okay. So
anyway,
5 out, oh wait, 8 out of 10.
yeah, eight
Uh
out of 10.
man, I gotta see some of the so that way I can bring the average down.
All
I
right,
can't do
so
that when I can't.
we're halfway through the list exactly right now.
Yeah, so
I wanna ask because there are four of these movies that you haven't seen, right? How interested are you in watching these movies, like on a scale of 1 to 10
I
for each
think
one?
so let's see. Royal Tenenbaums, maybe a 6. Grand Budapest Hotel, 2, 3. Boyhood,
Hmm.
about 7. Uh Her, I would love to rewatch that, but I've seen that. Phantom Thread, maybe a 7 because I just fell through, and I didn't. I really do love Daniel Day Lewis. I'm
Right?
kind of, and I like his acting. Like it's just so intense all the time. It's just a lot of fun to just watch him do his thing. So
Yeah, I agree. It's a good combination, him and PTA. Last time they were together on this list, There Will Be
yeah.
Blood. So,
All right. So we have 5 more left, and right now let's take a quick break, and then we'll continue with the final 5 of the 20s. So
all right,
all right,
sounds good.
let me stop this. All right, we recording. Back at it, live on the mic. XYZ, BDC, and Jordo. At number 26, we have Anatomy of a Fall, 2023 by Justin Triet. Is that the name of the director? Uh,
Yeah,
Trey. Okay.
Triet.
Trey.
I believe it's a
Trey.
French
Cool.
director.
Synopsis: a writer is accused of murdering her husband after he falls to his death, with the trial exposing family tensions and truth's ambiguity. And the actors are Sarah Huller,
Sandra.
Sandra. What did I say?
I think you said Sarah.
Oh no, Sandra Huller,
Yeah.
Swan Arlad, and Milo Machado Graner. And the accolade is the Palme d'Or at Cannes and Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay. And then
Hmm.
pop culture impact, it sparked debates about marriage, gender, and the truth in relationships. And that became only the third woman to win the Palme, seen as a landmark for contemporary European cinema.
Yeah. And I did you say Justin or Justine for director?
Justine.
Yeah.
I probably
So
said
female
Justin, but
director.
I'm
Yeah.
not wearing my glasses, so.
You're good. So have you seen this one, BDC?
No, I've heard a lot about it though. It was a big talks at the Oscars that 2023. It reminded me of that old movie. What was it? Was the one where's that one guy who was like standing on the top of the roof? Ooh,
What?
has nothing to do with it.
No,
All right.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Sorry, your age is showing.
Yeah, it is. Okay, anyways, tell me about it.
Yeah, so I gotta ask you, how much do you like murder mysteries?
Um, when it comes to murder mysteries, I'm about a 50-50.
50-50. How about murder mystery mixed with like a court drama?
Ooh, I do like court dramas. Though when you have a good court drama, good court case, yeah, that probably puts me up to
Right.
about 60,
Now,
70.
in order to put your head in the right space for this movie, imagine you're a kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your dad is dead, and your mom is on trial for whether or not she killed your father or not. What do you do if you're the only witness?
Ooh, who is the only one? The kid?
Yeah, the kid.
Oh, ooh,
Yep.
that's tough. I
Right.
mean, did they benefit from the death of the husband?
I mean,
Was there insurance money?
that's what you gotta watch the movie to see to un let it all unfold. Because I mean, essentially, what's so great about this movie is that at the end of the day, you have two possible scenarios of what actually happened, right? Either husband was murdered by the wife or it was a suicide.
Hmm.
Because all they have is the anatomy of the fall. What physically could have caused him to fall and die in the way that he did?
Yeah, for sure.
And the kid didn't see it, but allegedly he heard things, right?
Yeah.
And also, bonus, there's a dog involved, so that's if you like dogs,
Hmm.
it's cool
Okay,
and
so
plays
without
a role in the
spoiling
movie
it,
too. Yeah.
if I were to watch this, would it explain to me? Would it tell me if it was a murder or a suicide?
You know what's great about having seen the movie and knowing what I should tell you? I'm not going to tell you whether they explain it or not.
Okay. Well, but did you like it?
I thought it was good. I think
Hmm. Okay.
that's it was interesting. Plus, it's cool how the dialogue goes back and forth between English and French in this movie because
Okay.
it kind of sneaks in the category. I mean, it's not American made, but I mean, half the dialogue is in English, so it's not really that tough for someone who speaks one language to get through it. But they do go back and forth between English and French a bit, um, which is interesting.
Do you like that?
I think it's interesting. I think the movie does it well, and besides, I'm at this point in my movie watching life, I'm not that bothered by subtitles. So, and I think something that can be said about this list in general, it just kind of goes to show that we've entered this era where movies aren't totally dominated by Americans and the English language anymore. It's very much becoming more international in how we decide what we consume. People are a lot more open-minded.
Yeah.
Uh, so, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say I think you kind of like this, and then you're being all like weird. So I'm gonna say you think this is a solid 8 out of 10.
Oh, good job. You got it right.
Let's go. And it wasn't a 9 vibe, but I felt like it was an 8.
No, it's a strong eight. It's a strong eight. Definitely hits the threshold for what I would consider a recommendable movie. It's worth a watch. I think do I think it's top 30? That's up for a debate, but top 100 probably
Mm-hmm.
for, I think it's justified being on this list.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah.
Okay,
All
so
right.
let's move on to number 27. And this is one when in 2002, I was like, what, 22? You'd go into the Hollywood video and you would see the VHS tapes or the DVDs of this film. One that I've never seen, but I've seen the cover for this film a million times. And it's the film Adaptation in 2002 by Spike Jonze. And it stars Nicolas Cage, Meryl Streep, and Chris Cooper. And the thing I got the photographic details in my brain. It's a picture of like Nicolas Cage's head side, like tipped over like a plant vase and it's spilled all over the place and I'm assuming and it had like this white background and like green type. So I'm gonna see if I'm correct on that. But adaptation is about it is a meta comedy about a screenwriter who is Charlie Kaufman struggling to adapt a book, splitting himself into two characters, his anxious self and a confident twin. And pop culture impact is considered a brilliant meta narrative about creativity and writer's block. And Cage's dual role became a career highlight, referenced in writing and film schools worldwide. Ooh, interesting. Tell me about it.
Yeah, well, have
Oh
you ever
yeah,
seen Being
I'm
John
looking at
Malkovich?
the cover. It is. It's up. See, I've never seen the film, but I can tell you what the DVD cover looks like because it always like grabs my attention.
That's actually really impressive.
Well, isn't that
I,
crazy? Did I
yeah,
right here? Can you see it?
yeah. Oh, you're screen sharing. I can't see anything. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
hold on.
I looked it up on my own computer. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
Dude,
yeah,
that's
adaptation
wild. That's see photographic memory. Never seen
just
it.
goes to show just
The
what,
pop
you know,
impact.
pop culture impact, what the early 2000s were like.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, do you like this film? I mean, these are one of those films where I said, okay, in my 20s, I got totally into like indie films, and like it
Right.
was during my college years, and so I got obsessed with like Giovanni Ribisi movies, and they're
Hmm.
always like these like art house films, and I was like, why the heck am I watching this? But I don't know, there was a period of time where I thought I was totally into that. Like I thought it was cool. And then as I got older, I was like, yeah, just give me that McDonald's stuff. I don't have time to process and but tell me about adaptation. Like what did you like about it or disliked?
Yeah, I think it's so interesting to see Nicolas Cage and Meryl Streep in a movie. Um, and then on top of that, a Charlie Kaufman written Spike Jonze movie. And then a movie where it's super meta off the bat. The main character is Charlie Kaufman, the writer. And so it's a movie about the writer writing the movie, but it's kind of fictionalized. So super duper meta if you're into that sort of thing. Um, Nicolas Cage also does the impressive part of playing a fictional twin brother of Charlie Kaufman in this.
Hmm.
So he's playing two characters in this movie, actually, not just Charlie Kaufman. I think what it does well is it's kind of funny. It really illustrates what it's like to be a writer and just how frustrating it can be to be a writer. I relate to it in which sometimes the anxieties of work can lead you to be antisocial. And there's a scene where he is in a car, with a girl that he clearly likes, and I forget if she asks him if he wants to hang out that night or whatever. And he's like, I can't, I have to work. And it's just so painful because it's like he's blowing it, right? But that's just because of how obsessed and anxious he is about his work. And so that part's very real. Um, it it's weird. It's a weird movie. Have you ever seen Being John Malkovich or anything
Yes,
like that?
super weird.
Yeah, it's that same kind of weird.
And so
Um,
and for me personally, like that kind of weird just kind of wears me out. Like
yeah,
there are aspects of it like in small doses, but I'm just like, okay, yeah, okay, I get it. Huh.
right. There's some parts of it that it's like, great, fantastic, and then there are parts where it's just kind of boring to me.
Yeah.
Um, just because he doesn't go anywhere. He doesn't go anywhere. Um, there are things in it though that don't have to do with the plot, in my opinion, at all, that are profound and just like quotable, like sort of proverb life lesson kinds of things. And some of those rare gems I do like. Um, like there's a scene where he's like trying to write the start of his movie script or whatever, and he's like, I think after this I should get some pie. And
Yeah.
then he's like monologuing about what he's typing, and then he's like, should I get like blackberry or like some kind of pie? So he's like it's like he's distracted, you
Yeah.
know, in the midst of writing. And I think we can all relate to that, especially when we're trying to do work or something important in life. Um, but yeah, really, it's a weird movie.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, that's all I gotta say. You've only seen DVD covers of it. I don't
The
know what your
covers,
thoughts are.
because it's so weird looking, I would never rent it.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
see, I
it's
represent the cash, like I'm looking for the cheap thrills. But there are times where I can get drawn, but is I think those are the special movies that can bring like the high end film enthusiasts with the casual enthusiasts. And I think those are the films to me that truly belong in the top 100.
yeah, I don't think a casual person would go out of their way to watch
No.
this movie.
So I'm thinking it's weird. Solid 6 out of 10.
I think for right now, I think it's a seven.
Oh, you're
Uh,
just saying that.
no, no, I don't know what to rate it. It's like it's brilliant, but also so weird. Like, I mean, it's not all brilliant, but
And do we have any fives?
do we have a five?
I mean, if you're in the top 100, it doesn't hurt to have a five. I consider five as like,
Five is an F of a
mm,
movie to me.
mm, okay.
Like you have to be pretty bad for me to give you a five.
Yeah, but then what gets a three?
What gets a three? You know,
Pornography?
it's it's not a normal curve.
Ah,
Movies
yeah.
don't have to be a normal curve.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It's a feeling. It's a vibe.
I don't know. I give it a seven to me. It's a C. It's average. Like, I don't know, it
Okay. All
passes.
right. I like it. I like it.
And the only reason why is just because I think it's good enough at the unique thing that it's trying to do. And I do like some things about this to
Word.
where I wouldn't totally trash it.
Sounds good. So, all right. Jordo gives it a
Seven.
7 out of 10. A
Yeah.
C. Now, at number 28, if Jordo doesn't agree with my score or doesn't have the same score as me, we may have to, you know, have some fisticuffs. But number 28 on the list of top 100 of the 2000s is 2008's The Dark Knight, directed by Christopher Nolan.
Hmm.
Batman faces chaos as the Joker unleashes anarchy in Gotham, testing the morality of the hero and the city. And actors Christian Bale, Heath Ledger, Aaron Eckhart, Gary Oldman, Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine. Just a solid cast. Accolades: 2 Academy Awards for Best Supporting Actor for Heath Ledger and Best Sound Editing, and 8 nominations, which was huge because it's a superhero film that revolutionized the industry to be taken seriously. And it probably because of this film, Joaquin Phoenix was able to win his Oscar for playing the Joker many years later. So my experience with this, huge Batman fan from Tim Burton. I even liked it up until Val Kilmer and Jim Carrey uh, for that Batman. I did not like Bat Nipples and Robin.
Ha ha
So
ha.
okay,
That's so
and
accurate.
and Doctor Freeze, get to the chopper. Anyways,
The Ice Age. What killed the dinosaurs?
but we all remember when we heard before this film was released and we heard that, oh, you know who's playing the Joker? you know Heath Ledger? 10 Things I Hate About You. And we're all like, what the heck? You mean A Knight's Tale, Heath Ledger? Um,
Oh, can we talk about A Knight's Tale for a little bit? That movie's underrated.
no, 100% underrated.
That
That's what I'm
movie is
saying.
so good.
But you
Everyone
could,
should watch it, and you'll
but
love it, guaranteed.
knowing Heath Ledger, his heartthrob looks, you never knew he was going to be the Joker. We didn't know what that was going to look like. And then they would sneak out little photos of Heath Ledger's Joker face. And we're like, ooh, this looks kind of creepy. And then we got the first teasers and trailers, and everyone was just blown away. And I mean, unfortunately, posthumously, he got his shine, and it was probably one of the best roles I've ever seen an actor period act in. And Heath Ledger as a Joker is probably now probably one the best version of the Joker that we've seen because of not so much because of the way he acted, but because there's so much around it that like the death of Heath Ledger and everything about it add to the aura and mystique of that role in the film. Christian Bale's Batman, I liked, and don't get me wrong, Christian Bale's Batman is really good. Not my favorite version of Batman,
Okay.
um, but he's up there. Like I don't have a problem with it. Heath Ledger stole the film. Christian Bale's interaction with the Joker or Batman versus the Joker scenes have always been amazing. I almost like Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne better. I like
Yes.
Christian Bale's Bruce Wayne, and I think I like which Batman do I like the most? Uh Sneakily, I mean, I do like Michael Keaton's Batman
Yes.
better than, and so if I could
Are you
have,
gonna say George Clooney?
no, I told you I'm not a fan of Bat Nipples. Um,
Oh wait, oh, I'm getting that. Are you gonna say Val Kilmer? That's what I meant.
I liked him too. I didn't have a problem with Val Kilmer. I was a big fan, but I was going to say I also liked Ben Affleck's Batman
Wait,
as
no.
Batman, as Batman.
Mm,
Bruce Wayne,
no, come
Christian Bale.
on. It's
But anyways,
Batman with all the tech stuff.
I
That's
know.
just so cowardly. That's
I know. So
oh
that's why I'm saying. But come on, you can't. That one scene where he goes, "What's your superpower?" and Ben Affleck goes, "I'm rich." Like that was such a cool line.
yeah,
That's the
but just
superpower.
look at his face. He's not.
I know. But anyways, Christian Bale, awesome Bruce Wayne. And then Michael Keaton, awesome Batman.
Yes.
So anyways, but great film. All the acting was great, amazing. The lighting, the editing, the the scenes filmed in IMAX
Hmm.
was just like that intro scene with the robbery. The
Right.
moment I saw that, I blew my mind.
And can we talk about messaging too? Just the whole point of the movie is phenomenal.
Oh yeah, the whole idea of game theory.
Yes,
Yeah, that was cool. I could use that in my economics class,
right, for
and I
sure.
did. I did.
Yeah.
But
It's
anyways,
a great prisoner's dilemma, literally.
Prisoner's Dilemma is the best. Okay. Anyways, um, iconic, revolutionized superheroes. We
Oh
can
God, you're
appreciate
trying
mature
to
stories.
mask your excitement for this movie so much. It's painful.
Um, and the stakes were huge because you didn't think certain people could die. You had plot armor. No, no, it was a decision that had to be made. There is a cost to every decision you make.
Oh my
Very
gosh.
economics, huge. 10. Sorry, you're just gonna guess 10 anyways.
I
I know.
knew you were gonna say 10.
Okay, so
I almost
okay,
called it from the
but
beginning,
now for me, I
but
gotta guess yours because I can't tell. So
I wanted to give you I haven't even talked about it. You've
I
been
know,
hogging all the
I
air.
know, but
What are you talking about?
all right, go ahead.
Can we
Tell me
Oh
about
my
Batman.
goodness. Can I tell you when I saw the trailer for this movie, I didn't even know it was a Batman movie, like until I saw the Joker. And when I did, I was what, 9 at the time?
Oh, that was probably
Oh,
scary.
that was scary as a kid.
You know how I
I
got these scars?
I got haunted by that ghostly face of Heath Ledger. Man, I remember my dad was surprised by the casting as well of Heath Ledger.
You want to see
because
a magic trick?
we always think of him as a good guy. Stop.
Sorry.
You're interrupting and it's very rude.
I'm sorry. My bad.
But you're right. It's a very quotable movie, and I think that's what it has going for it. Me and my friends, or at least one of my friends, we love throwing Joker quotes back and forth at each other, especially when it's relevant. And a lot of them are. He's just full of great quotes, and just the fact that like Heath Ledger made his own makeup for the Joker adds another layer to that performance.
Word.
And just the fact that the villain could be what people remember the most from a superhero movie is really a testament to the way the character's written, the way that the actor executes the performance, and then takes it to another level that I don't think even Christopher Nolan comprehended. What are you doing? You're freaking me out right now.
I'm sniping you because I'm gonna shoot a 10 your direction. 10.
You think I'd give this movie a 10 out of 10?
Dude, it's a 10.
I'm sorry.
Oh my.
I gotta tell you,
I'm doxing you.
I, you,
I'm swatting you right
you
now.
know where I live. That's the thing. You don't need to dox me. Um, ah, I thought this movie was overrated at first because I hadn't seen it all the way through until pretty recently, and then I watched it and I was like, oh, that was really good. And then I watched it again and I bumped my rating, and so now it's at a 9 out of 10. It's a very good movie. I love this movie. It is probably a top 10 movie from this past
Because of this movie,
century.
we got Marvel movies. We got era of comic book
This came
movies.
out the same year as Iron Man. Like,
Yes, it literally is like the beginning of taking superheroes seriously.
you don't think X-Men did that?
No, they didn't.
Spider-Man?
Fox did not do a good job.
Sony's
Spider-Man did, but
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is its own thing. That's why
S-
it's separate from the
But
Marvel.
there was a trilogy of those. Same thing with X-Men.
Yeah, come on.
Think about that.
I love the old X-Men films, but come on.
I'm not saying that they were good, but I don't know. I don't think it, I don't think that one thing
Okay,
caused
I'll
it.
take the 9.5. It's respectful 9.5.
It's a, I mean, let's look at what we got here. 9.5. This might be
What is it equal to?
out of all the movies that we've rated so far, I think this is our second highest.
Okay. Well, I'll take that for now. We should definitely have an episode where we just go over all our top movies and see where they if they're comparable to the others, well, without spoiling it right now. So
Oh, for
we'll have a
sure.
conversation about that
Yeah.
later. So, all right, 9.5 for The Dark Knight. Hey, if you guys agree with BDC, smash that like button, share this podcast with your friends. And if you disagree with Jordo, still smash that like button and share this podcast with your friends, but also add in the comments that Jordo is 100% wrong.
I
Okay.
still gave it a 9. You're
Nah, it's a
crucifying
10.
me
It's a
for that.
10.
Oh.
Nine is Dark Knight Rises.
Mm,
This is the
I don't
10.
know if I would give Dark Knight Rises that high of a
It's a
score.
9. It's a 9.
Oh, mm,
It's not even on this list, I don't think.
oh no, no. The Dark Knight,
Just like
for
where
whatever reason,
what's her
is
name?
just
She when she died, she goes,
super
"What? What?
beloved.
That
Spoiler.
really bugged me. That
Spoiler.
part bugged me so much though. You're like, "Oh,
Okay.
just keep going."
Okay, can we get to the next movie?
Okay. Um this movie really messed my brain up. It was very interesting. I was hoping for more violence. I was upset there wasn't violence, but I was also happy there wasn't more violence. So it was weird. I was like caught in the middle. So this movie is Denis Villeneuve's 2016 film, The Arrival, or Arrival,
It's just Arrival.
Arrival. And so it's about a linguist works with the military. The linguist Amy Adams works with the military to communicate with alien visitors, uncovering a deeper truth about time, loss, and human connection. Jeremy Renner is in it, Forrest Whitaker, and it won an Academy Award for Best Sound Editing, as well as 8 Oscar nominations, including Best Picture and Best Director. Pop culture impact and redefined alien contact films as emotional and cerebral, sparked internet fascination with its circular language and discussions of non-linear time, became a modern sci-fi classic. I saw this, I think last year I bought like a 4K digital version of it on sale because I knew I like I watched it the first time, blew my mind, freaked my brain out a little bit. Watched it a second time, started feeling vibes, and then many years later, I plan on watching it again. Uh, but yeah, it just it was one of those films where I thought it was going to get ugly, violent, and I was happy it didn't because it went a whole different direction I didn't expect. Because the military was heavily involved, so you'd think like, oh yeah, we got the guns everywhere, but it was more
Right.
deeper than that, and it was in a way more beautiful.
Right. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about what? Language, communication, memories, relationships, right? Am I
Yeah,
wrong here?
yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me your feelings about this film.
My feelings about this film, besides that it's really interesting and has a phenomenal concept, is just I think about because the language stuff is cool, but what really makes this fascinating is memory and how that is shown in this movie and destiny and knowing things or not knowing things, how you choose to live your life. I think that's a fascinating question that's pondered in this movie. Um,
For sure. As a parent, of children, 2 children, it really makes you think, and it really adds some fear into everything, and like it
yeah,
makes you decide, do I make this decision if I knew the fate of a family member in the future, type stuff. uh
yeah,
no, it was wild. Like it was just something I've never seen or experienced or understood, or tried to understand, and it was pretty cool.
yeah, yeah, for sure. I just think, I mean, Villeneuve gives it a different tone. Um, and it's a kind of a similar tone you see in the Dune movies that's just a bit more serious. There's not a lot of noise in the picture or in the background. It just kind of has an interesting imagery and style to it.
Yeah,
Um, where it's kind of soothing in a way, right? Because it's not nearly as intense or frightening as you would think when you see the plot about an alien invasion or an alien craft landing. Um, so it's just kind of cool the way it's dramatized. It takes a concept that could be scary or like an action movie and makes it more intellectual and dramatic. Um, and about language, and science. So that's cool. That's very cool. All right. I'm gonna guess your
but
ring,
did you like it?
but did you like it? I like this.
I like this.
Ooh, the way you said it. No way. It's
I mean, I guess you could think I saw it twice before, rebought it just a couple
okay.
months ago.
9. I'm gonna say 9.
See, I was thinking that, and I kind of wanted to change it because but yeah, I put it at 9. I was thinking I was between a 9 and an 8, but when you said 9, 9 was actually just like sitting in the brain as you said it, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep it there.
All right. Guess
I'm gonna
mine.
give yours an 8.
Yeah. Yeah. I give us an 8.
So, Arrival by Denis Villeneuve gets a 8.5 from
8.5.
the
Yeah.
XYZ crew.
Nice.
It's not a bad score. Not a bad, respectful.
All right.
So
Time
for
for our last movie.
our final film for this section is Lost in Translation by Coppola,
Coppola, yeah.
2003, and it's about a faded movie star and a young woman form an unlikely bond in Tokyo, sharing loneliness, humor, and intimacy. And it stars Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson. This is one of the first times I've ever seen Scarlett Johansson in a film.
Yeah.
Um, Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay and four Oscar nominations, including Best Picture. Pop culture impact launched Johansson's career. Hey, look at that. I was just like I said, The Whisper ending remains one of the cinema's great mysteries. Influenced indie aesthetics, music video vibes, and travel culture depictions, seen as defining early 2000s film. So the fact that it was in Tokyo, that was like the perfect film to add all the color, the lights. But then I did not expect, like, because of the age gap, I didn't think it would be, I thought it would be weird to see Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson, but it wasn't. For some reason it wasn't. So I can't explain why, but I did appreciate their relationship throughout this film, and it felt real. And I felt
Mm.
like, as in 2003, I was probably emo, so it worked perfectly with the music I was listening to. And all the music about loneliness and love. uh yeah, I could definitely relate. And this is one of the films I actually have, I purchased on DVD when it released on DVD, and it's probably in one of the folders in my house right now.
Wow. That's yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, tell me about it, Mr. Jordo, so I can predict the score
Gosh.
you'll give it.
This is a movie that I have seen this what is it, last couple of years. I've only seen it once. Um, but I think when you bring up the ending, that is definitely an interesting aspect of it because it's kind of like oh, wait a minute, kind of like rom-com type ending where they meet up,
Mm-hmm.
but like instead of kissing or whatever, it's just like, well, I guess they do kiss, but they say goodbye. Like it's not like it's a bittersweet ending.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think what I do like is that it's not like the kind of a hookup type relationship where it's like
Yeah, yeah, it's
a
like on
lot
a deeper level.
it's a lot more intellectual, the
Mm-hmm.
nature of the relationship and emotional.
Companionship, emotional
Yeah, it's
companionship, and
a lot more
yeah,
companionate. And I think that's what makes it work because
yeah.
I think if it went to a more physical level or their relationship being that kind of like physical attraction visually, I don't think it would have worked in the way that
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it would have worked, just plain and simple. And so I think because it's a lot more companionate, conversational, and despite the age gap, them being able to just sort through the kind of similar feeling, different phases in life, but just kind of that similar, just dissatisfaction or just, next step, looking for that, and the way that they work through that with each other. It was good. It was kind of enlightening and insightful, and yeah, kind of sweet, even though they're kind of cheating.
Mm-hmm.
But I know I think we all want someone to understand us and connect with us,
Mm-hmm.
and even if you don't agree with it morally, the movie depicts just what a good at least on the way they were companions for each other. Um, is very good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You're older than I am. What can you bring to the table?
Yeah, I mean, as an older dude, yeah, you find it harder to relate with younger people. And for me, I am kind of an older person, but I still have a young soul, and so I still connect with people at younger ages. Um, but yeah, it comes down to just like that commonality of companionship. Like, do you have the same interests? right? Or and being in Tokyo, there's so much to do visually,
Oh yeah.
and and it was just a perfect place. And it's something like where if you were to go somewhere and there's no consequences to what you decide to do in this magical place, go all out, and then you return to your regular life, that remains there.
Yeah, for
You know,
sure.
so anyways, I'm thinking your connection with it is not as strong as I'd hope. So I think you're going to give it a 7.
I think you're gonna give this an 8.
Yeah, I got an 8.
Okay. I'm an 8 too, believe
Oh,
it or
really?
not.
All right,
Yeah.
solid 8. All
Yeah.
right, 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10
So all
combo.
right, combo breaker.
All right, let's
Um,
take a look. Let's
so go
review,
ahead
shall
and
we?
add that in there. And I just want to look ahead really quick. I'm not going to say anything, but I'm really excited to see a couple of the films in the next 10. And I'm just a solid comedy is coming up. And it's amazing to see it this high on the list because it seems like it shouldn't be here, but I could see why. So,
Yeah, there's some
um,
dramatic ones for sure. All
yeah.
right, so looking at this, our lowest rated film was My Six for Grand Budapest in the last
Okay.
10. Highest rated one, obviously, we have The Dark Knight, followed by Her, and then Arrival. All exceeded a score of 8.
Okay. So I say like
Yeah.
at the 50. And once we get to 50, then we'll just go over, we'll just talk about our rankings, just to see where we're at. Just see what the top like 20 is. It'll be kind of fun to see how the BDC scores go.
Like our personal top 10
Yeah,
or
I want to
oh,
I expect you to make a nice spreadsheet of these scores and the consensus XYZ scores so we can look at it because I want to see.
hmm,
I want to
okay.
see it in my face.
All right. Well, you're on. Well, this was good. Thanks for joining me for this conversation,
It was a
BDC.
lot of fun and man, we were efficient.
Yeah,
Because I was looking at the one we must the let me see here, 10 through 20. That was a grind because there was so much to say because that
right.
included the Social Network, Mad Max, Zone of Interest, Inglorious Bastards, City of God, Brokeback Mountain,
There were a
E2,
lot of interesting
and
ones.
then Wolf of Wall Street. Oh man. And I was
Yeah.
looking at that. That one lasted like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oh. But anyways, hey, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Until next time,
Till next
uh,
time.
yeah, goodbye to our fans. It looks like the last episode has the most downloads of all of them so far,
Ooh,
actual listen to. So
we're gaining
looking at,
traction.
yeah, so all
All
right.
right.
Anyways,
Signing
see you
off.
later.
Did you wave?
I did wave. I did wave.
Okay. All right. Just press
I'm
the
li
button.
Okay, hold on.